Welcome. We are TableGoth, a group of tabletop gaming enthusiasts and gothic aficionados, and we're here to continue our chronicle Styx and Bones from the book Cults of the Blood Gods by Onyx Path Publishing. Joining us as always are two special guests, but we will do introductions after a quick warning. In this game, we explore things best left in the dark. We will encounter unapologetically evil individuals, supernatural horror, sexually charged scenarios, and disturbing bloody rituals. Even our players will be portraying a group with very questionable morals. So please take care of yourself. Viewer discretion is advised. So let's go around, introduce our players, and jump into this. Starting with Dario.
Salutations, everyone. I'm Joe, better known as DJ Torador, Nolofang on Twitter, and I am playing the saucy, spicy, sexually charged Dario Giovanni Clanakato. And I'm ready to take care of some Mithras fuck.
Hello.
Boo.
I am Nosferatu. Boo. I am playing Nosferatu, and I am ready to watch some trouble happen.
Freddie.
I'm Ms. Petty Dreadful. I'm playing Freddie. She's a gangrel and has no willpower. Let's go.
Ooh, that's interesting. Camilla.
I'm Mandy Morose, and I'm playing Camilla, and she's excited to clean up whatever mess we get into tonight. Or let it go. We'll see.
Let it go. I am Bully. I am the storyteller, and this is our chronicle, Styx and Bones. Welcome back. Last time, Dario summoned the spirit of his decapitated child, her Adelhard. Constantia, the priestess of bones in Gunther's body, asked if Dario wanted to carry the spirit with him or have it to command. He chose the latter after questioning Adelhard's spirit and discovering he didn't actually know who killed him, but remembered it happened too fast for him to know what was going on and was very sudden, and there was darkness. Dario learned a new ceremony. And Mora arrived and said they were start that over. I hit my headphone and I started playing random music from who knows what website that. Oh, YouTube. That makes sense. Okay, starting again. Last time, Dario summoned the spirit of his decapitated childer Adelhard. Constantia asked if Dario wanted to carry the spirit with him or have it to be his to command. He chose the latter after questioning Adelhard and discovering that his childer did not know who killed him, but he did remember it happened too fast for him to know what was going on, was quite sudden, and that there was darkness. So Dario learned this new ceremony to compel the spirit, and Mora, the Death Seer, arrived and said that they were happy that the coterie was in charge of clearing the Hecata name. Dario and Camilla got into an argument. Oscar awkwardly ran into them at the end of this argument. Oscar revealed he called in favors to find out that Stefan, the murder victim, had prosecuted a company connected to Hiromitsu under one of his aliases. So, when the group exited the church, they found Edith, Camilla's retainer, passed out in their vehicle covered in blood. Freddie went into a hunger frenzy and just enough willpower to run into an alleyway to go after some poor raccoons. Camilla went inside the church, dominated a ghoul to go outside to get fed on by Freddie, and she manages to stop Freddie from draining her completely. Meanwhile, Dario and Donovan took Edith to the hospital and discovered that she was injected with a cocaine solution and overdosed, or was overdosing, I should say. The blood she was covered in was not hers and ended up being pig's blood. They got River to watch her at the hospital, and the doctor said that she will recover in time, thanks to being a ghoul, really. And while that was happening, the coterie went to the Setite Haven, a place called the Crook and Coil. At the location, Dario had a vision of a pair of lovers getting mutilated in a cemetery. Freddy recognized the description and they immediately went to investigate the scene. The cult of Mithras seemed to be there first, as Terrence Rusk and Anna Fleischer were at the location where a necromantic symbol was drawn in blood, much like the first murder scene. Terrence sent Freddy away, dominating her when she tried to investigate in the middle of their negotiations. Camilla tried and failed to stop her. And Terrence offered to help the coterie and pin the murders on the ministry if he was given the burial jar. Instead, Dario summoned his new wraith to attack. And right at this moment, and as we all remember, Boo was conveniently there too, as Boo had met them at the cemetery. Totally happened. That's where we will be picking things up as this potential fight's kicking off. And also the sun will be rising very soon. This is the very end of the night. And the cult of Mithras is standing in their way to investigate a crime scene. So, first thing that happens, Stereo pulls out the journal. Use one of his commands to have the ghost of Adelhard attack Terrence. As the papers fluttered, there was a sudden burst of wind. And you all would see Terrence lifted off his feet and thrown backwards into the steps leading up to the crematorium place, cracking his head hard against the concrete steps. You would hear sort of a sickening thud and see blood already starting to trickle down as he's just sort of eyes closed, sprawled out on the steps. Freddy, you were you? Yeah, you were dominated to essentially go away, but essentially you have your wits about you again.
Great.
Camilla, Boo, you're right there next to Dario, having just witnessed this. Anna, who was right there, just on a tablet, eyes wide, looks over at Terrence and looks at the rest of you, narrowing her gaze. What would everyone like to do?
I would like to activate Vanish.
Okay, so Boo was standing right there, suddenly gone. I will do a rouse for you to vanish.
Thank you.
Boo, you're only at 1 hunger. Rouse away.
Good.
Now you're at 2 hunger, but you are now, for all purposes, invisible to those around. Anything else you want to do?
I'm just gonna move kind of not towards more towards the side, almost kind of towards the back. So if things start to happen, I have the back.
So move to the back of where Terrence and Anna are? But get behind them? Sure, yeah. So they're right at the bottom of these stairs going up to this building. So you start going up the stairs to get behind them.
Yeah.
What do the rest of you want to do?
Anna would be the closest one to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just gonna avoid eye contact with her and just try to grapple her.
Yeah, give me a strength brawl. Add your grapple specialty. Dario, Camilla.
Camilla, darling. We don't have much time. And I feel that a gift needs to be brought to the coterie, to the house, to the family. He'll reach in his jacket and he'll pass the stake that he got from old guy. Put this in Terrence's chest and we'll bring him with us. If you'd be so kind to. I won't ask you to do it if your delicate ways are prohibited.
Do you think the family would actually like you inviting Mithras to their doorstep?
No, I didn't say we'd bring him to the house, but we can take him to a park.
So as this is going on, Freddy, give me a resolve composure.
Okay.
You'll be at a -2. Since you are
Does my
impaired.
toughness of mind or unswayable mind play into this at all?
It does. So add your fortitude, which I know what your fortitude is. Might cancel it out.
My fortitude is 2.
So yeah, just a straight roll then. How's it going? 2. Okay, so you step towards Anna, who just glares at you as you start to approach, and you sort of stutter step for just a second, but then push through. There's something about her presence that is quite imposing and makes you think twice about approaching her. But you push through that. Do you want to add any? Oh, you don't have willpower to add to that brawl.
No, I do not.
So she might actually be able.
She could beat me quite easily if she gets a single success. Or actually, she has to get 2, I guess, or we'll be tied. But I rolled so many dice and still only got 1 success.
1 second. I'm gonna find my dice. Oh god. Where the hell did I put those?
We keep things professional over here. TableGoth.
We do. We
That's
do.
why we're pre-recording. No one will ever.
Yep.
The magic of editing.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't have bothered if I didn't know I could edit this out.
Go ahead and roll really bad, please. And thank you.
Okay.
I left my dice there then.
Yeah, use a mantis.
You take 1 superficial damage as you go in to grapple her, and she just punches you square in the nose. Pretty hard, like surprisingly for her sort of or small frame, especially compared to yours. Probably underestimating her quite a bit. She just a very straight jab just cracks you in the nose, sort of eyes flash for a second.
Did we see this?
Yeah. So you're having this discussion, and you hear a crack, and you look over, and you see Freddy just get straight jabbed. Dario. I am going to need from you the following roll. Which I need to remember. Give me intelligence resolve.
Okay. So, intelligence. Resolve. Can I surge?
You may.
Okay. Let me browse. Quick. Hold on. That is not me. I was like, what the hell? Sorry, that just rouse.
Did I ask what my hunger is at? My sheet didn't save.
You may ask, and the answer is 4.
Oh,
Intelligence.
let's.
You said intelligence resolve, correct?
Yes, please.
Okay. Intelligence and resolve, and I got extra dice, so that's 2 or 3? It's 3.
2. Add 2.
Okay, it's 2. That's fine. I got 1.
Do you want to use any willpower?
Absolutely.
Okay, hit the WP reroll. Reroll 3 of those.
3. I got 2.
Okay. So yeah, you're having this talk with Camilla about staking him. And Then his head rises, shakes his head.
Am I near him?
How about, Dario, you show her how it's done and drive that stake through her first, and then we'll talk. And you attempt to do just that. So, Dario,
Mm-hmm.
give me a strength melee. Camilla, what would you like to do?
Okay.
And yes, Boo, you're right behind him. Actually, he like I said, cracked his head pretty bad at the bottom of the steps, and he just raised his head and seems to be dominating Dario.
If I'm behind him, would it be possible to use uncanny grip on the back of his neck?
Yeah. Give me I could do it for this. Give me strength.
I can try. I don't know if my sheet will behave today, but I can try to roll myself.
Whichever you prefer. Give me a strength brawl. If it doesn't work, I'll do it for you.
All right, let me see.
So Dario,
I got a
Camilla, what are
1.
you doing in defense? You could do a Dex Athletics to just move out of the way, unless there's something else you want to do.
Can I? Do I have to do a rouse check for mental maze?
Yes.
I mean, either a frenzy or I maybe dodge with 2 dexterity. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's do a dexterity athletics or whatever.
I'm assuming you don't want a blood surge.
No, I don't want to do anything.
He got 1, you got 2, so it's a pathetic looking fight, but you managed to. He comes at you with the stake, and you just sort of move out of the way, just sort of pushing him past you as he just went for like a really big lunge with it. It was very easy to predict where he was going with that thing.
I got a 3 success. I don't know if that matters.
Yes. So with that, so Boo, go ahead and do a rouse check. I'm assuming you're wanting to activate your potence, make yourself stronger.
Yeah. Let me see. Where's my rouse? Right there. Boop. I'm hungrier.
I believe you're at 3 hunger now. Yeah. So he says this. You see Dario and Camilla start fighting, and then all of a sudden you appear and you grab him firmly by the back of the neck and the base of his skull. So he just tenses up for a second.
Can I kick his knee out from underneath him? Like from behind? Since I'm behind him, can I just like kick his leg?
He's not even fully standing yet. He's starting to stand, and you just grabbed him as he's like halfway getting up.
Cool. Can I smack his head against something? Is there something without? I don't want to kill him. I just want to knock him, KO him.
I mean, he's a kindred. Luckily, you can't really kill him unless you rip his head off or set him on fire. So you could beat him as much as you want without worries of something like that.
Cool. I'm gonna make some scrambled eggs.
Okay. We'll use that same strength brawl.
My God, you put him in torpor.
That. That's going on. Freddy, what do you want to do?
Seeing as I just kind of blew through Anna's and she punched me, but not for much.
Yeah, she jabbed you. You took a couple steps back, and as you're regaining your focus, you see she's getting ready to pull a gun out. A pistol from her side.
I'll just grapple her so she can't.
Yep.
That.
Give me another strength brawl. This will be against her.
That's 5 successes this time.
Yeah.
So you just beat her. So she pulls the gun out. Luckily, you close the distance and you get within her firing range, grabbing the gun and just grabbing her completely, taking control of the firearm and her as you get her into a grapple. Make sure the gun's safely pointed away from you. Dario, Camilla. Well, Dario, you're trying to stake her. Camilla, is there anything else you want to do? And Freddie, you would see this going on too, as those two are now.
But I see Boo, right?
Yes. You see Boo just grabbed him by the back of the neck and then just started to crack his head against the stairs.
Okay.
Boo, give me an intelligence resolve.
Uh-oh.
Camilla, what do you want to do in defense? Dario, give me another melee strength.
Can I use...
Unless you want to use you can use a willpower point to regain yourself for a turn.
I do.
Okay. So spend a willpower. You have control of yourself temporarily.
Oh no. How do I do a willpower?
Hit WP reroll underneath your willpower.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Just N3?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? You can't do that because those are all hunger dice. You can only willpower regular dice. So
okay.
take your willpower back. That's just 1 success for you.
Okay.
This sucks.
I don't know. Did I do it right? I don't know.
Yeah, you're good. Dario, did you... Okay, so Dario, what do you want to do? You have 1 turn of being yourself for now.
As much as I really would rather enjoyed staking you, Camilla,
No.
use your woes to trap him now. Ooh, can I, as I'm saying this, take my stake and kind of add honor? Somebody's getting staked.
Oh, you know what? I lied. Yeah, you can't do that with willpower. You have to be lower generation, and you are not a lower generation.
All right.
So yeah, you can stake someone. Go ahead and give me that original melee melee strength roll. Sorry, I said the rule, then I'm like, I remember there's something specific with that.
It is all right.
It works different with presence and dominate.
Okay,
So that's happening.
that's
Boo. Give me a strength brawl.
Okay.
No modifiers, right?
No.
Okay.
Camilla, are you dodging again or doing something else?
Can I use Eyes of the Serpent?
Ooh, yes you can.
I got 3 successes.
Oh no.
So instead, Dario, give me Wit's Composure.
I got a 3 and the beastie is there.
Okay.
I got a 7. Critical success.
Oh, Camille got an 8. So you go to stake her again. She makes eye contact with you as her pupils shrink into serpentine slits. And you are just, your hand slowly lowers to your side as you can't do anything but just completely be entranced by her stare as you two are just locked in each other's gaze for the moment. Well, that is happening. Freddie, you can give me a Dex Athletics if you want this. So Boo slams his head in the concrete, and the concrete shatters, but his head does not. It's like his head breaks through it.
Lucky for him.
And then he just pushes himself just enough to spit out some of the gravel. Smash Freddy's head in. And then Boo immediately goes to do that. I mean, you hear this too. And then Boo turns, now dominated, having filled your resolve on that. And Boo just takes a couple steps, goes down the steps, all happy-go-lucky, and lunges at you. So I'll say if you want to engage her in a grapple instead to protect yourself, you can use Strength and Brawl, but you'll be letting go of Anna. If you want to hold Anna and defend yourself, you'll be doing Dex Athletics at a penalty.
So when I grappled her, could I have knocked the gun away or no?
Yeah, you got next success.
Okay, so because I wanted to chuck the gun.
Yeah, the gun, it's on the ground. It's not like
That's
super
fine,
far, but
then I, instead of grappling Boo, can I just Dex Brawl to like get past her to get to this fucker? Like
yeah,
to
that would be
slam
Dex Athletics if if you want to
That's still
essentially,
dex.
outmaneuver. Well, I'll say you could use Dex Brawl. You could say you can defensively fight her. I'm fine with that.
Cool. I'm going to surge on this one.
Okay.
I am hungrier,
Hmm.
but I get 2 more dice, right?
Mm-hmm. Ooh. So, Boo beat you by 1, and Boo, you add your potence rating to unarmed damage. So that's 4. But it's still superficial, so you take 2 superficial damage, Freddy. As you go to just sort of push Boo out of the way and get to Terrence. And you go to push her, and then you feel she catches you, and then there goes your head as Boo does what she was just instructed to do and bounces your head on the stairs. Your head does not go through the stairs like his does it. Okay, so what's happening? Dario and Camilla are in a stare down. Boo is just dominated to start attacking Freddy, which he did. Terrence is now getting himself up, brushing himself off. While this is happening, Freddy, you can't see past him. You see, as he's starting to push himself off of the stairs, he does so, and he rises in the air as if someone's lifting him, and then he gets slammed back down into the stairs again. Did not seem to see this or be aware of this coming. He takes a hard hit on that one. What do you want to do? Camille, do you want to do anything besides keep Dario locked in?
Do I have to keep eye contact with him the entire time?
Yes.
Can I grab the stake from him? Or because he didn't throw it.
Yeah, it's in his hand.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it.
Okay. He's frozen in place, so you could just maintaining eye contact, reach out and just remove the stake from his hands.
And then fuck, I'm so hungry.
And then while this is going on, Boo, do another strength brawl.
Do I kick brawl first and then just strength?
Yeah, brawl, then add strength.
Okay, that's how I was doing it. I just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Come on.
That look.
I'm
She
sorry.
looked up like she did something wrong. Oops.
I'm sorry.
Look, you're fine.
Why
Freddie,
couldn't
how
this
do you want to brawl back to try to out grapple, or are you still trying to push through to Terrence?
I want to get to Terrence. Fuck this guy. And he just got slammed down. So now I'm really trying to get in before he can get another word in, and I want to break his.
So you got a couple options. You could just take the hit and then go, and then you'll get to Terrence, and you'll get all of your dice against Terrence, or you can split your dice pool.
Nope, I'm going for Terrence. Freddie will take a hit from her friends before she lets this guy say anything else.
So you take 4 superficial damage.
Is that halved already?
Yes, because
Okay.
it's 5 on her messy crit plus her potence. So
Sorry.
she's saying that, but does she look sorry? And then go ahead and you could do your full strength brawl against Terrence.
Okay.
With your claws, I assume.
Yes.
I don't think you've popped them yet, so do a rouse check for that.
No, I'll have to do a rouse to pop those. Because I want this all to be aggravated damage.
Okay. While that's happening, Camilla, what are you doing?
If I'm already using presence power, can I use another one, or is that no?
You can't activate multiple ones a turn, or that you can't do multiple ones that require rouse.
Yeah.
But you can do it one now.
Can I use awe to try to draw attention away from Freddy? Because I assume Boo is coming towards me. Freddy's trying to get past her.
Well, so you guys are a little bit away from the bottom of the steps. The rest of the fight is happening on the steps, so they're already
Right.
past you. You could try to
Right.
pull their attention away. If you're no, actually, all would not work in a fight scenario. Only presence
I
powers that do is Dread Gaze and
Mhm.
Majesty. Yeah,
and Eyes of the Serpent.
yeah. As a serpent, I think would work in this
It's
case.
gonna use work tonight.
Freddie, did you do your?
No, sorry, I was looking something up because I get to add 2 to my roll, so I wanted to double check I had all my modifiers. 3 successes.
You add 2, and it's not half. Okay, so Terrence gets slammed down. You run up and you just start rending into him with your claws.
I just want to go for his mouth so that he
Would-
can't fucking talk.
That would be a called shot. Do you want to do that? That's at a negative.
Yeah, because I'm so fucked. Everybody's so fucked. High risk, high reward. Let's go.
Yeah. So roll again. Do it at a -2.
So just roll without my.
Yeah. Camilla, do you know what you're doing? Are you doing anything?
I don't think I have anything I can do. I have the stake. Where's Anna again?
Anna, you could assume from your peripherals, Anna was like between you and the stairs. So Anna's, you're not sure exactly what Anna's doing because you have to maintain eye contact. But you'll be finding out shortly.
Is there anything?
Sorry, Boo.
I just had curiosity. When you're dominated, is there anything you need to get out of it? Can you try to break it, or not really? It's just one of those things that's happening.
Not until you complete the thing you're dominated to do.
Okay, cool.
Or someone deals with a person who dominated you. Normally, dominates just like a single thing you have to do, but at his level, he's able to do terminal decree and make you do wilder stuff. Okay, so
I'm just
Freddy
gonna
with
hold
3.
for now. Yeah.
Still got
Till I
3.
see how Freddy's doing.
So with that, yeah, he gets slammed down and he just shakes his head off. And as he's shaking off some of the bits of again, he's just turning these concrete steps into gravel. You grab him by the back of the head, take your claws, and just rake across his face and jaw and mouth, just rending it completely. Catching his tongue with one of your claws too, as you just smell just the warm blood rise up and splash over your hands. But hearing Boo stomping towards you from behind too.
Can I get a word in to try to intimidate him?
You can try.
Or should I? If I do that, will I not be able to defend myself against Boo?
Yeah, that you'd probably be focusing on that, I would imagine.
Yeah. Okay. Then I would just say with no and not trying to intimidate, just remind everyone. Sun's coming up soon, and then I'll just kind of keep holding on to him to try to get other fucking hidden.
Okay. What's happening? Camilla, you can see, because you're staring right at Dario, you see a pistol leveled at the side of his head that you assume is in the hands of Anna. And she seemed to have walked up and just put it right at the side of his head. You can hear her mutter something in German under her breath. So you can do something which would break eye contact, releasing Dario.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can let him get shot and he won't be staking you. Solve all your problems with one.
So many problems. Anna, the sun is coming up. Your love is in danger. I think you might want to focus on that before I start focusing on you.
Are you going to do anything?
I'm gonna turn my gaze towards her.
Using the same power.
Yeah.
Okay. Presence. Okay, Dario. Strength roll. So, a
Cool.
few things happen. Camilla, you just blink, which releases Dario.
Mhm.
Turn your blink again as you look at Anna. You can see the gun shaking a little bit as you've gotten in her head and you've really just messed with her in ways she's never been messed with before. And just hearing your voice is enough to have an effect on her again. So she looks over, just a scowl on her face, and she turns the gun on you. And she's holding it to you as you're staring her right in the eyes, and she's just frozen. Gun to her head, and you sort of just lean into it a little bit, looking at her. Even though she's a gun to your head, you're in control, and you have a more threatening presence in this scenario. And then you take one superficial damage as you grimace as Dario then just gut checks you, punching you in the gut, reaching for and starting to try to pull the stake from your hands. With this, Freddy, you remind everyone the sun's coming up, but you're sort of like holding on to Terrence's.
I honestly, if I could have just my claws like in his mouth, like when a dog keeps biting, so you like put your hand in his mouth. So I'm just doing that but claws in his tongue.
Okay. Yeah, you dig the claws a little deeper, fighting through. You can see this man is taking a beating, but he's very supernaturally tough. You hold on tight though, as he's raised in the air once again, but your claws are sort of stuck in his mouth. He's almost pulled out of your grip, almost for a second, until it's like it's again whatever this wraith, this angry, furious spirit that lifts him up. You hold on to his head as the rest of his body rotates. So you're holding his head, and the rest of the body just pulls, and he just goes limp. And you're still hooked in his head, and then the body just falls with a heavy thud on the stairs. Dario, you blink out of whatever was, even though I don't know if that actually works that way, I'm saying it does, to where you sort of come to your senses a little bit. Anna just turns, blood already welling in her eyes. Somehow able to break your gaze in this moment, Camilla. She turns and just screams bloody murder, seeing what just happened to Terrence. Boo, you're strolling up, getting ready to just punch Freddy in the back of the head, and then you realize, oh, I shouldn't do this. And you realize you know what happened. You were under Terrence's command.
Can I just kick his body?
Yeah, you put your fist down, just give him a stone kick.
This is straight up the bird, and I'm just gonna kick him.
She's still screaming.
Yeah, she's screaming, and then as she's screaming, horrified that her sire, her lover, just was killed, and then just disrespectfully kicked by Boo, she just starts screaming and she turns the gun and just starts shooting at Boo.
Okay. So the first moment she screamed, I didn't want to interrupt you, but as she realized that, I wanted to head because she had a gun. So I wanted to head over there to try to stop her. I don't know if I would have got there before she started shooting at Boo.
Probably not, but it's easy enough. Dario and Camilla are right there. Either one of them could reach out and sort of pull her gun arm away. Boo, you just give him a disrespectful kick and then look up as the screaming woman then open firing at you. Luckily, your coterie mates sort of grab her and wrestle her down before
she has her back to me.
Yes.
And she's just shooting.
Yeah, she was. I would assume you or Camilla would reach out and.
I would literally kick her in the ass. Just a swift Versace boot kick in her ass to make her trip and stumble.
Yeah. You kick her and she falls over,
Stupid bitch.
gun scrambling, and she's on her hands and knees, and she just starts crawling towards Terrence. Freddy, you can
I'm-
easily intercept her if you
Ooh.
wish.
Ooh. Whoever gets there first, because I'm on her ass.
Yeah,
I'm
Darrow's on her ass. Freddy's in the position to intercept her. Camilla, if you want to do something, you're right there too.
and I want to stomp her.
I would like to stake her now.
I'll say Stereo gets in there and angrily begins stomping her. Yeah, Camilla can move in, sort of take control of the situation a little bit and slide a stake into her heart, putting her into torpor.
I wanted a new cut anyway.
Fuck. That could have
Um,
gone a lot better.
What do the rest of you want to do? There's not a lot of time till the sun comes up. There have been gunshots in the park now, and you know the cult of Mithras has ghouls that have a perimeter around this.
I forgot.
I'm just gonna ask Freddie if she's good, because like even though I was not me, I still like remember throwing hands.
Don't worry, you're okay. Yeah, okay. He'll be
Remi-
out in a few minutes, and so will the rest of us. So to the van,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you doing any investigating on the scene before you go?
I'll do a quick once over just to see if I can tell if they killed him or not. That's really what I'm looking for, because if they did, we've got them at the crime scene, and we've got Anna. If not, then we have to keep.
Wits investigation.
Out of curiosity, is Torrance wearing his ring? Did he ever
Terrence,
get that back?
Yes, he is.
I would like to take it, please.
Done.
Just to be sure.
Or
he's-
at a penalty.
Okay. Boo, snatching the ring. Dario, what were you doing?
Just to be sure, Terrence isn't dead, right? He's just. Has he ash, or is he just like chunks of meat?
Decapitated, right?
No, he was just spun or like so his neck was essentially twisted around. His head was not actually
I thought he was dead.
removed.
If he's
Oh,
in,
Okay.
I'm gonna
If he
take
were a
it.
human, he would be 100 ways
Okay.
dead.
I thought
So
he was
So
super dead.
currently he's in torpor right now because of that.
You could take him with us, but Mithras schools are all over, so whatever you guys want to do. I got 4 successes though.
So yeah,
I
quick
am-
decision. What are you guys doing?
Real quick, since he's not dead, I'm not gonna take his ring. I thought he was like dead.
You can still take his ring. I don't care.
No. I was gonna give it to you guys, but I thought he was dead. But I'm
He'll
gonna
be
run.
dead in about 15-20 minutes when the sun comes up if he's not removed.
Okay.
I want to take his body, like throw him over my shoulder and bolt to Freddy's van. If not, or
Okay, Dario's
Whatever
grabbing
way we
Terrence Rusk. Camilla's grabbing Anna. Staked.
I remind Dario, get Donovan to take the van somewhere safe while we're asleep, because otherwise they'll know.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, you're not gonna have time to actually make it back to your location before the sun comes up. But luckily, the back of the van is where Freddy sleeps, so it is blacked out and designed so you can safely sleep in the back there. Okay, you guys are rushing out. Freddy, you do just a quick glance around. You see the symbol. You see the two bodies. It's like Dario described the wounds, missing leg, like claw marks almost. Looks similar to just sort of the animalistic brutality of before. They've been bit, but again, like fairly, like a chunk removed bit. You can tell. You've seen this woman. What was her name? Hannah. At the Anarch Club. That's the one Panzer took to the alley. But you barely have time to process this as you have to leave with the others. You all pile into the van. Which you tell Donovan to drive you guys somewhere safe. And yeah, you guys are put in the back where the sun will not reach you, though you can feel it rising as you all quickly go into your day sleep without much time to really process or to discuss what the hell happened. The next night, I'll need a rouse check for everyone to wake up. Ooh, Camilla, success. Freddy's success.
That was close.
Dario's hungrier. Boo is hungrier. Dario, you could, well, I don't know how hungry you are. You're at 3 hunger. You could roll 3 rouse checks to heal an aggravated wound if you'd like, or you can sit with it.
I'll sit with it for now.
Okay. So, you all wake up. Various states of beat up. Those of you with superficial wounds. Did anyone else have aggravated wounds? Freddie, did you cross over to aggravated? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, you all wake up. Some of you a little beat up. What would you like to do? Actually, ooh, this is interesting. I need a humanity roll from everyone. Difficulty 3. Should be at the very bottom of your page.
When you say difficulty 3, is that
When
the
you-
modifier?
No. There'll be no modifier.
I don't know if I did it right.
Okay. Boo. Dario. Camilla. I'll wake up. You could tell it's early. Your body is not meant to be awake at this time. You can't see the sun, but you could just feel its oppressive presence on the world right now. It's you all groggily turn back and forth to each other. Actually, yeah, we'll say this happens. Looking at one another. And you immediately can see, you're still in the back of the van and smoke is getting into the van. What would you like to do?
Smoke is getting into the van. And, yeah. Go ahead.
Donovan in the van?
No.
I can't hear you.
No, Donovan is not there.
Is Freddy in the van? Is he just asleep?
Freddy's still asleep right next to you.
All right, I'm going to wake her up.
You shake her and she's not waking up. You know, it's very hard to wake someone up from a day's sleep. Your guys your beasts were able to sense danger to get you up, to get you away from the danger, but it does not seem like Freddy's was as alert.
Is there any way to, like, see-ish where we're at?
You're inside the van.
Is there a way to look out, like, the windshield? Like, is there, like, a little slot or anything, like, in the back
No,
of the
I mean,
van?
it's completely made to where the back is contained, so no sun would get in. Yeah, so you're in a box. You're in the back of the van, like I said, but smoke is, you can see, collecting on the ceiling, leaking in. Your beast is getting ready to frenzy unless you do something. You can see that the large tank that usually keeps Fred is open, and you can see Fred just sort of slithering over Freddy's body, apparently also trying to wake her up.
And there's still enough sunlight that none of us could go into the front of it, right?
You have no idea. You can feel it's daylight hours. You have no idea what it's like outside the van, though.
Is there any type of like tarp or like cloth or something I could throw over myself in the back of this van since Freddie kind of lives in it?
She probably has like a sleeping bag type thing, like a day bag there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, one of us can figure out what's going on outside.
Do you know how dangerous that is for us?
Do you want to sit in the car and catch on fire?
I do not. So we're at quite the conundrum.
Is there any type of I know it's like light proof. Is there any type of like sunroof, or is it like two doors that is it a sliding door or two doors that open in the back?
I would imagine a door that opens in the back.
Okay.
Maybe a sliding door.
You know what?
I don't have any damage, I don't think.
I don't think so.
I haven't been beat up.
You've been the beater, not the BT.
Yeah. So I could stick my head out.
Oh, put the bag over your head and look. I'm going to Camilla, come to the side with me. Freddy.
Yeah, drag Freddy closer to you guys.
Because regardless of anything, it's going to hurt.
All right. Is it
you doing?
possible throwing the sleeping bag like over?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'll crack the door and try to take a quick look, and then like like immediately close the door once I like.
Yep. Give me a frenzy check.
Woohoo! I feel like I'm bad at these. No modifiers. Difficulty? 1?
3.
3? Okay.
Ooh, so you peek out, immediately see flames, but you're cool enough to look around. You're in a parking garage. So there is no sun overhead. You're not at risk of if you can step out of the van. In fact, you need to step out of the van immediately. But a fire has definitely been set like under or around. Like you're gonna have to like jump over this fire to get the fuck out of this.
Okay. If Freddy's within an arm grasp of me, I'm gonna grab like her shoes, and hopefully Fred's curled around her. I'm gonna throw her and Fred over my shoulder and try to jump it. And I'm gonna tell him it's on fire. We need to get out.
You have soaring leap, don't you?
Yeah.
Easy.
Yes, I do.
So for free, you grab her, you just launch yourself out of the van, clear the fire, land with Freddy and Fred's body. You're in a parking lot, the hotel parking lot, the hotel that you guys are staying at. You glance around and you can see a woman, just a black sweater, jeans, a canister of gasoline. She's holding on to her arm that's just like looks shredded, like torn apart, bleeding. You don't know what the hell happened to her. She's like holding it. It's badly injured. But yeah, she looks wide-eyed as you come soaring out of the van. And she turns and begins running.
If I can hit unseen passage and directly follow her to where it's safest, if I can manage to tackle her.
You'd probably have to use Vanish. Because she's, again,
okay, that's fine.
Looking back, because she thinks about to be pursued by a vampire. Yeah, do a rouse check and you vanish. Camilla, Daria, what do you want to do?
Anna and Terrence are still in the car, yeah? In the van?
Yes.
I don't think I can jump out with them. Do you want to, like, toss them to me?
Camilla, get out of the car and I'll do what I can. Now!
And I go.
You do have your zombie with you, I think.
St. Michael?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
St.
we
Michael is in
also
the car.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he?
probably the front
He would
seat.
just be, yeah, he's hanging out.
St. Michael, come.
What do you want him to do?
carry Terrence out.
Yeah, so he's in the back with you. He scoops up Terrence and he just sort of shuffles out. He can't. He's not dexter enough to jump over the fire. He just walks through it. He gets
Okay.
badly burnt, but
That's fine.
he's a zombie.
We'll fix it. It's a zombie.
Yeah, as he does, holding Terrence high enough to where he doesn't quite catch. Terrence definitely gets hurt. Like definitely takes damage. You would say
that's fucking fine. That's fucking fine.
But
he gets it.
But he pulls him out and then turns. If you want to give him another person, he's essentially standing in the fire. So it's up to you. You can use him in a way where he can stand here and just lift people out. It would destroy him, but he would get everyone out safely. Or if you want him to step out of the fire and you guys try a different way of getting the rest of the people out.
I want him to step out of the fire because I need St. Michael.
Okay.
As long as he gets Terrence out.
He will shuffle out, badly burnt all up down his side. His leg's barely working. One leg is just a crisp that's sort of giving out on him a little bit as he drags himself out of the fire.
That's fine. I will deal with it.
So Terrence is out. So we have Camilla, Dario, and Anna.
Can I grab
Like I said, there's a side door, back door. Yeah, I would say you'd have access to the front too. There's probably like a little contraption, a door.
Can I do the side door? Is it just in the back?
The side and the back is where the fire seems to be.
Okay. Can I?
Actually, it's pretty much in like surrounding the thing.
Shit. All right. I'm gonna take Anna. And I am going to try to go out the front.
So you could push your way to the front, but yeah, I mean the fire. Either way, you're gonna have to do a check to jump over a fire or figure out another solution.
Wait, what does Freddie have in the van? Like, she has stuff for like Fred.
Yeah.
Like, he's in a tank, right?
I mean, not a water tank, no.
No, not a tank, just a tank, right? It doesn't have a tank.
No, she's saying no.
You don't have gravel or anything around.
There's like a one of those like little things like mats that has the texture on the ground and a heat lamp, but he can free roam the van. He just has like a corner.
That is flame retardant.
Sure.
Can I?
It would not be for the level of fire that's around. Yeah, a snake mat's not going to put anything out.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm trying to. What's around me that I can?
Lots of flammable things, her bedding, her all sorts of stuff that's going up at any second. You have to get out now.
Okay. Well, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna get Anna and try to get out.
You're gonna try.
Do it. Can I use my celerity? Yeah. Because I have celerity.
What's your celerity at? Do you have like
just
blink?
One. Just rapid I have rapid reflexes.
That doesn't. Yeah, that's not the one that adds to your dex roll. So that wouldn't really come into play here. No, it's more as a reactionary dodge.
But I can. Okay. All right. That's fine.
Camille, are you doing anything?
Wait. Fuck. I got an idea. Screw that. Can I call upon Adelhard to protect us? Or blow the flame out?
Yeah, what were your level of Yeah, you have another. You have a limited amount of things you can ask, but I think you have another. You have two major ones. This would be another. Yeah. So yeah, you grab the journal. Calling Adelhard out of here.
Get us to safety, please, my dear child.
The pages flip again. You could feel a breeze, and you hear the gear shift in the van operate. The van lurches forward and just begins rolling away from where the fire has been set around it.
Protect Freddy's car and Fred.
Yeah. You guys are just slowly rolling away from, like I said, that the fire. What's caught a little bit on the bottom. So you're rolling away, but at this point, like I said, it seemed like the gasoline was poured like under and around and on the car. So you've gotten away from more of the inferno. This you still need to get the hell out of the van. The van is on
It-
fire. But
it-
now that it's moving, you can essentially just throw yourselves out of the van and be
That's
fine.
what I want to do. I'll just take
yeah.
her and tuck and roll out.
Okay. That happens as Boo is in hot pursuit. You're going. You look back just to hear a crash and see the van just rolled into another parked car, the flaming van. But you're chasing this woman.
Yeah, I got a 0 for my rouse check, so I didn't get hungrier.
Perfect. Yeah, you follow her. She rushes to a black SUV where there's a man in the driver's seat who starts the engine as soon as she approaches.
Oh, I can't reach her. Damn it! I was hoping to get my hands on her.
Oh no, you can reach her. You said you wanted to follow her to where she was going. So this is where you see she's not in the car. You see her. She's clearly heading for this vehicle, and you see the engine start.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab her and just like jerk her back.
Easy enough. You have potence, or just yeah.
Yeah.
You go, and all of a sudden you appear as she's just pulled off her feet. So you pull her back, slam her into the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, and she just looks up at you, eyes wide.
Can I tell if she's any type of kindred? I
No
mean, her
idea.
arm is bleeding, so I didn't know if I could smell her or not.
Even the smell, you can't necessarily tell kindred
Okay.
blood by just scent unless you have certain things.
Since she's just looking up at me, can I just try to punch her in the face and knock her out?
Easy enough. Yeah.
Cool.
You do that as you hear the tires screech and this car is starting to peel out.
Is there a license plate on it?
There is.
I would like to remember the license plate and the make and model and the color.
Let's do. I'll do this for you. I'm going to do a wits awareness for you. Do you want to do a blood surge this?
Yeah, I feel like it's important to remember.
Blood surge. Don't get hungrier. Wits awareness. 4 successes. Yeah, you memorize a license plate pretty easy. Because it goes quick. You really just have a second to look at it, but you commit it to memory in that second as it peels out and goes. And you're not going to follow it because you can see it's daylight once it reaches there. And while this is happening, that's where we're going to take our break. Reconvene. See what the hell's going on when we get back. Bye. Welcome. We're back. Thanks for joining us, friends. What you guys want to do? It's been... well, you guys would need to go back to sleep. Your bodies are now fighting to be alert during this time, especially now that the immediate danger has passed.
But we're at our hotel, right?
You are.
Okay. So
I'll say if you want to push yourselves to get to your hotel rooms, you can do so.
I would love to. I will bring St. Michael and
How are you going to get
What
him
le-
through a hotel? It would be quite because this is still during the day. There's people around.
this is true.
A half-burnt zombie with flesh sloshing off isn't be hard to pass.
Mhm. Can I text Donovan?
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell him pretty much what has happened as
Maybe we call him.
better yet, I'll call. He's probably
Okay.
going to freak out.
Yeah, you call and yeah, he answers immediately. Why are you awake, sir? What's going on?
Arson.
Are you still at the hotel? Are you okay?
I'm as fine as I can be. I am fucking hungry. I am heated. And St. Michael is burned. And I got punched.
There was a problem at the hospital. I had to leave you in the van and go tend to it immediately. There's a lot going on. I'll be back immediately.
Is she alive?
Yes.
Is River alive?
Unsure.
Okay.
I'll explain more in person.
All right.
Find somewhere safe. Stay out of the sun. I'm on my way now.
Okay. All right. Where is St. Michael?
Right there.
Where's the van? Is it still on fire?
Yep. Band Camilla. Ooh, Camilla.
Yes.
Camilla.
Yes.
We're doing a frenzy check.
Yeah.
Oh, big success. You risk the fire and the flames to run in, pop out Freddy's shitty communist 80s mixtape, and recover it for her. Risking life and limb to do so. And she doesn't even care. She's sleeping through the whole thing.
It'll be a good story to tell later.
So that happens. Boo, I assume you can reunite with the rest. Knocked out woman in tow. A quick pat down of her. She does have something on her. I take that back. She had something. She had a bag, literally like a cloth sack that she dropped as soon as you stepped out. It was sitting next to like sort of the gas canister. On her person, I mean, she's medium length, dark, straight hair, just plain face. Everything about her is quite nondescript, down to her just generic jeans and sweatshirt. Her arm is confusing. You don't know what. Actually, boo. You have. I'm gonna give you an occult intelligence here.
Okay.
Let's do this real quick. 2 successes enough. Looking at her and putting 2 and 2 together, she touched one of the wards on the van. You know, Freddy's van is warded.
Yeah.
She touched a ward and got fucked up, which is probably why she decided to start the fire from the outside instead of actually getting inside to do something. Yeah, and you could tell it's like a magical burn almost, like she was electrocuted. But otherwise, she has no identification, no anything on her. But you look in that cloth sack she had, and there's rats in it. Specifically rats with their tails looped around like into their mouths. They're dead.
I'll tell, like, as I drag her and the bag back, I'm gonna tell them, like, there are like Ouroboros rats in her bag.
Oh,
Like-
we have to talk. But probably
that?
when we get some more sleep. River is hurt.
Like,
That's all I can say. We will find out later on tonight. But let's get to our rooms now.
I'll
Will do.
immediately pull out my phone and text River, how's your game? ? And send it to him.
No response. River was left at the hospital to watch Edith.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no response.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys are at the point now. You need to get to rooms. You need to lie down. Is there
I
any
wanna
other
go
last
to-
minute things you want to do before passing out?
I'm gonna go ahead and text the sheriff everything. So when he wakes up, I'm gonna give him like the car, the van was on fire. My like person is missing. River, this is what he looks. He's met River, so like I'll just tell him. I'll tell him I'll give you a call when I wake up, and I'll.
Okay.
Are you gonna let us walk Anna and Terrence inside?
I would never stop you from doing anything.
I'm definitely going up the
So-
stairs.
If you
I
wish
was
to,
like, I want to go to the stairs.
Yeah.
yeah, you go to the stairs. Like I said, you'll be on camera carrying unconscious people.
I
This
can't
is
hear
why
you,
you
Andy.
stay in nice hotels.
You know what?
What did you say, Amanda? You were muted.
No, I said not if you laugh like drunk girls. They don't look unconscious then.
Yeah, you could try to pull that off.
I-
I mean, it
I was-
is a weird time for someone to be drunk. One of the
This is
individuals' head is facing the wrong way.
You know what? I'll save that. I can just put him under my jacket and just kind of put his arm and just.
Sure, you could get him up. It just might be something to maybe mention to Donovan or someone to see if they can. Or you have Nasser. You have ways to deal with security cameras later, but it's something to be cognizant of to at least try to sell it a little bit.
Yeah.
The zombie would be a bit much because you can't ask someone to look the other way to a blatant masquerade breach like that.
Creepy Fist. It's Germany. Halloween.
You could
Boo
try
will
it.
use map.
Or you can hide him somewhere in the parking lot, stick him under a car or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I would probably do that. Find an old clunker and just like
Yeah.
stay until night.
Well, and Donovan's on the way. You could tell Donovan to take care of it when he gets here. It's
I'll
nothing.
just-
A fresh set of clothes to cover the wounds can't help with.
Yeah, we'll deal with that.
And
And can I stake him while he's in my room?
Terrence, yes.
I'm staking him while he's in there.
That's good to know. Okay. So, for the sake of brevity, you get to your rooms. Camilla with Anna. I assume you bring Freddie with you as well, Camilla. Boo in Boo's room. Dario with Terrence in his room. You guys pass out. I think I already had you do your rouse checks to wake up. I did that preemptively, so we'll use the same ones so no one gets hungry or anything. And then you wake up again. Freddie for the first time, the rest of you for a second time. Feeling better rested now and like you're supposed to be awake.
Do I have the girl with me?
Up to you. I assume you could have brought her with her. Although,
Yeah.
how would you have you knocked her out? That's not going to last.
I probably would have tied her to something. Like, or locked her in a closet or something.
I'll say between this group, there's certainly bindings or whatnot that you, if you need them at your disposal, to use to bind, gag, and put her in a closet.
Yep.
Now, who would have those things? Camilla? Yes.
Okay.
Camilla
Yeah.
picks out a briefcase, opens it up.
I have a steamer trunk.
There you go.
Roll that.
And then so you guys wake up for the night.
I check my phone to see if Sheriff has gotten back to me.
Well, he would just be waking up too.
Oh, okay.
So you're waking up, assuming he's just now reading these things. Yeah.
Where are we? What's happened?
You would all have a text from Donovan asking you to please meet in Dario's room as soon as you awaken.
Freddie, before we go over there, there was an incident and someone tried to burn us alive in your van. Now, luckily, we all made it. And Fred made it, obviously. You probably see him slither like through the room.
Freddie's like looking for Fred until her eyes lock.
He's fine. Unfortunately, your van is not. And I will replace it with whatever exact year, make, model, color, rust stain you need. It will be yours. But I know that this was not as replaceable as it is an original Freddie mixtape. And she'll produce cassette tape, maybe a little tape like sticking out of it.
She like rolls it, like twists it with her fingers to make it.
Yeah.
And you all got out okay?
Oh, we're fine. Every staked vampire and random person that tried to burn us alive, we're all here. But let's go check in with Donovan. I think there's something going on.
You didn't have to get this. Thank you.
If I could have saved the whole van, I would have. But Dario was yelling at me a whole bunch, so.
I probably
Is Donovan already?
To leave the van. That was very sweet of you. And Freddie will head out.
Is Donovan already in the room, me, storyteller?
Yes.
Before they come in here, tell me. Give me a quick rundown. What happened? How is it?
Some individuals showed up at the hospital, tried to get to Edith. River stopped them. There was a confrontation. They fled. River took a break outside to smoke, and he was abducted.
Fuck. All right. St. Michael?
He's in the tub.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh, fucking Kane. We were...
I would suggest getting a replacement soon. His leg is pretty badly damaged. But he's still operable. But,
you know what?
He very much has a corpse-like shuffle to his walk now.
That's not good at all.
But it's not necessarily masquerade breaching.
That's good. We
As
can
long
deal
as
with
no one
that.
looks under his clothes.
I mean, does he have on a skirt?
No.
Then he should be fine.
He
For
has
now.
the pants. Well, you'll see.
All right, I'll just leave him in the tub right now. But, so whatever has been kidnapped.
Yeah.
And Edith?
I'd rather do this when everyone's here, sir, so I don't have to repeat myself.
That's fine. Thank you.
Boo, assuming you head in, are you bringing the woman? I assume you have the rats with you too. You're bringing everything or leaving it in your room?
I'm going to bring her and the rats with me as well. Also, when I woke up, I would have texted every Nosferatu I have in this city.
Mhm.
I would have sent them a picture of River. And I would have also sent them like the information about the car. I'm like, if you get eyes on this car specifically, I want every single detail of anybody that even touches this car.
Okay. Okay. Those messages go out. Everyone gathers in Dario's room. Donovan quickly asks you to take seats. He's already hooked up his computer to the television. He has a presentation ready. During the daylight hours, two individuals, and he goes to a picture on the screen. Seems like he's gotten footage from the hospital. Attempted to get into the room where Edith was staying. And you see one is the woman that Boo has. And the other man, you recognize Boo because you saw him drive off in the SUV. River confronted them, stopped them from having access to her, caused a commotion. And luckily, once there was a commotion, those two fled. And then he switches to some other footage. He went outside to take a smoke break sometime later, and he just gestures to the video where you can see him along the side of the building smoking a joint. You see someone in a hoodie walk up to him, quite obviously obscured purposely. They chat with him a while, bums of smoke, they light up together. And this old gray van sort of pulls up, and the person in the hoodie just throws River into the van. And at this, can I get willpower wise, you may have your composure or resolve, whichever's higher, back in willpower, since you've rested. And can I get a wits investigation?
From all of us?
Whoever wants to do it. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you're hungry or something and think it might go poorly.
Ooh, never mind.
We can stick with Freddy's. Freddy, so you notice something odd is that this person grabs River and throws them into the van. But it almost looks like a bad movie effect, like in superhero, where like someone gets hit and they go like flying, even though it doesn't quite match like the physics that happens. Yes, there are Donovan to play it back. And he does so, sort of pausing and doing frame by frame. And you see this person like grabs River, he throws them in, where it seems like they're very strong, but really looking and seeing the trajectory. You see where they're not really throwing as much as like he's doing it and then just pushing with his hands. And you see River almost like telekinetically get thrown into the van. The person does the motion as if he's throwing them, but not actually making the contact necessary upon careful observation. And then you see that the hooded individual just glance around. You could catch just a little bit of them, but they have big sunglasses on. They get into this gray van, and the gray van goes. And then Donovan, that's not all. And then you watch just a few moments pass, and you see the woman that you have, Boo, sprint into frame as if like almost to stop them, like arriving just too late. Looking around, the SUV, which you recognize, pulls up immediately, and she gets into that, and it seems like they almost like pursue that gray van.
Donovan?
I don't have the best law enforcement contacts in this city, but I've put out what feelers I can for the plates.
You've done an amazing job.
Although you can't really, and you can tell that the plates are quite grainy. You can kind of get the gray van, you can't get the SUV at all. But Boo knows the SUV plate, so.
I'll tell Donovan. I'll be like, I know the SUV and the make, model, the year, and the license plate.
And the woman.
Where
the woman-
is the woman?
I brought her with me.
Yeah, I mean, she's
So she-
conscious now, bound and gagged, fucked up arm.
All right. Put her on the bed.
I'll lean in just to try to intimidate before. Actually, I'll be the one to put her on the bed, and I'll forcefully shove her so I can do a strength intimidate and just say, like, tell us what you know before it gets any worse for you. If that's cool.
Yeah.
While we're starting this interrogation process, would it be possible for me to ask Donovan to see if he could bring anyone up for me, or is that something that needs to wait?
No,
I
that
can
can
just-
happen. Yeah, Donovan said,
Sure.
I assume everyone could use a drink. I'll get on that right
Yes.
now. I'll have some
I'll-
people brought up.
I'll
Yes,
pull
my
out
friend.
several large bills and give them to him to help deal with any of that he needs to make that a little smoother.
Yep, he takes it and he goes. I'll be back momentarily.
Thank you,
Cool.
Donovan. I appreciate your service.
And he leaves.
Dario's gonna walk over to where Freddy is with the girl and take his jacket off.
So what are you saying to the girl, Freddie?
I was just gonna say, like, tell us what you know before it gets any worse for you, and then I'll throw her, probably squeezing the arm that's fucked up from my ward, and whatever else you tell me I'm about to do.
Yeah. So you grab her by the arm, say, yeah, tell me no before it gets any worse. She goes, I cannot. And then, yeah, you just throw her a little too hard. You guys hear a crack as she got thrown like over the bed, head, neck into that nightstand on the other side. She's not moving. As that was a bestial failure on Freddy's part.
All right, Dario, do the zombie thing.
Ugh.
Fred.
Oh,
Don't worry about it, Freddie. If you hadn't done it, I was about to. Yeah, Dario, do your ghost zombie thing. Or I don't know,
She-
can you give her some blood? Maybe she'll
bloods or
rouse back to life.
Yeah, I will try to give her some blood.
She's dead.
Oh,
You can-
fuck.
Unless you want to drain her and give her some blood.
No.
And make her?
She won't be
Then you-
coherent.
Yeah, then you'll
She'll
have a frenzying vampire.
Even
on your
it'll be a
hands.
whole thing. We know how that goes.
Unfortunately.
um,
Freddy, you don't know your own strength. Again.
sorry.
Hmm. At this
Have I
time.
gotten any messages?
You do have one from the sheriff that says on it.
I'll also record the part that Donovan had of River getting kidnapped. Like, I'll record it on my phone from the screen, and I'll also send that to the sheriff and send that to all the Nosferatus as well.
Okay.
And just put a lead with a question mark.
Okay.
Well, that totally fucks up everything I was going to do.
Well, now you can do what you're all about, right? Show us a little bit of your ghost magic.
My ghost magic. I could. Is out of character question. Is it possible to have more than one wraith?
But to have a wraith, you need a fetter.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even know where to begin in finding something of great value to this person.
Mm-hmm.
I got a bag of rats.
I was about to say the rats, but I was I'm not carrying around a rat.
You're not sure
My
if that was of great value to her or something that she brought for other purposes.
Is there anything on her person that she has that's identifiable?
No,
Nothing.
no phone, no identification, no anything.
Can I also, I'll text the other Nosferatus in general about knowledge, and I'll just send a picture of like the weird rats in the bag. And I was like, any bells question mark or just the weirdo question mark? And I'll send those to like, not the sheriff, but like the core Nosferatu system that like.
Would I know anything about the rats?
What do you mean?
Occulty?
I mean, there's a few different takes on this. Anyone can give me a... What would this be? I'm going to say a medicine intelligence.
Oh, I ain't got none of that.
I have no medicine.
I got a cold. I ain't got medicine.
No, I don't have medicine.
So yeah, Boo, you send that out. Quickly devolves into like there's a group chat with some of the Nosferatu that you're closer with. One of them saying like, "Oh no, those kind taste terrible. Don't bother." And someone else was like, "You're way too picky. Those kind actually like, you know nothing. Your palate's trash. These are the good ones. Just because they're not as meaty as the other ones, these ones actually taste better." And it just quickly devolves into an argument about whether or not you should eat these rats. They do ask your opinion eventually. Like, Boo, let us know what you think. Let us know if this person's wrong or that person's wrong.
I just comment back in the group and said this belonged to somebody who was carrying them in a bag that tried to burn me alive while I slept, or burn me unalive while I slept.
They tried to burn you over the rats?
No, they had the rats on them and they tried to burn the car I was sleeping in.
So they don't need the rats anymore.
No. I didn't know if they were special or if they meant something. Why are they biting their own tail? Is it a symbol? Didn't know if any of you had, occult knowledge like we're supposed to.
If you're asking Nosferatu about rats, we assumed you were wondering about the taste of them. But yeah, there's a few options, but nothing really concrete comes to mind. They were like, if this was a vampire thing, obviously rats make good messengers and familiars and whatnot. But if they're dead, they say, yeah, maybe check to see if these were Gould rats.
I don't know how to check, but I can. I told them, I was like, any way to check if these were gold? Do you know how to, if there's a way to check? I don't have the animal gene.
Yeah, some of them say they taste different, but also usually just taste different to the one who Gould them.
Would I be able to do like an animal kin check? I don't really know if I want to roll any more dice, but
I'll say you could do an intelligence animal kin.
That's all hunger dice, and Freddy's just gonna be quiet for a while and not make the check.
Okay. The coward's way.
Is there any way to look at like their eyes, or like are they like emaciated or anything like that? Or they just
that would be the medicine check if you want to do medicine.
I'll try
intelligence.
I can try it. I don't have anything.
If you don't have it, it's just straight intelligence. You could blood surge if you're not too hungry.
I will not blood surge, but
I'll
have
just food on the way.
That's true. How do I blood surge?
Rouse check, and then you'll add 2.
All right, let me see if my computer will actually let me do this. So I need to roll a medicine intelligence, correct?
Yeah, I'll do the rouse for you. Rouse.
Thanks.
You get hungrier, and then
okay.
Yeah, intelligence plus 2 modifier.
Wow. Sucked.
With 2 successes, looking, I mean, their eyes aren't that different. It's hard to tell how they died. Yeah, there's no markings, no anything. The more you look at it, the more You come to the conclusion that these are probably all poisoned.
Well, I'm glad I didn't taste them.
Yeah, and then sort of looking at these poison rats, and I mean they have the tails in the mouth thing. Starting to think a little more occult or a little bit more sending a message. I mean that's the snake thing, right? You know, a
Yeah.
snake eating its own tail, and sort of looking over at Fred, you realize if they would have fed the snake poisoned rats,
Better kill
that
it.
would be a message.
I kill her a second time.
That might have been the message they were going for, is to
Oh my god.
Freddie, watching that footage, did you notice maybe the one throwing River into the van? Did he seem large?
no.
No, I think. Would Freddie know about like Thin Bloods being able to do that?
Yeah, you just saw one do it to you a few nights ago.
Yeah. So that's what. But it didn't look like that guy though, or it was too hard to tell.
It was obscured.
Yeah, they were full hoodie sunglasses.
Okay. Yeah, it could be Thin Bloods. It could be. Probably.
Boo's aware of that as well. Boo's also fought a Thin Blood who did that to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a place to start.
And who do we know that the Thin Bloods are connected to?
Indigo.
Yep.
No, well, yes, but
Your girlfriend.
sure.
You know, I really don't like blaming our kind for every disaster that happens in an entire week, but seems like we're all a little too related on these issues.
So you're saying the snakes are being snakes?
Either that or someone's trying really, really hard to make us look worse than usual. And I don't think they're trying to fight that.
Boo will text the sheriff and just say, update. Looks like the people who took River could possibly be Thin Bloods.
Yeah, you'd get a response, kind of saying the same thing Camilla said, saying they were tied to the. You updated him on everything, didn't you, with the ministry stuff? Yeah, saying only Thin Bloods in this city are apparently with the ministry now. I believe you already have the location of where the ministry is.
Yes. I also would have told him about the other scene, like the other, we showed up and the Myth people, the Mythos people were there on the scene when we showed up. We have them.
They're still alive?
In torpor.
Keep it that way. We're going to need them.
You got it. And I'll put a thumbs up and a heart and send it back to him.
He said, I will, since that's related to the murder, I can take some time to pick them up.
We'll be here. I'll give him the hotel address.
Yeah. So
he knows. He's been there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He showed up. He's been in my room. So he's in here.
Okay. So you assume the sheriff is now on the way.
We're going to have company.
After a few moments, Donovan returned as well with a whole retinue of staff from the hotel, you'd imagine, come in. And for the sake of brevity, so we don't have to go through 4 separate feeding things and rolls and all of that, you all are more than capable of feeding. You can each slate your hunger by 2.
Gucci.
Love to do that.
Unless anyone would like to take more.
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
So they get in, you do this stuff, mess with their minds. They don't know what the fuck happened, and they out. It takes a little bit, but
yeah,
probably in that time, the sheriff will probably be showing up any second now. So if there's something you want to do before then.
The dead girl. Do we want to do something with her?
Unfortunately, I can't really do anything because she's dead. I needed her alive for what I needed to do.
How mad is Sheriff gonna be?
I'm sorry, what?
Like moving the body is more, I think, what Boo meant.
Yeah.
I can put her in there with Saint Michael. You can have a dead body.
You can also dissolve the
Make
corpse
her-
into nothing with ashes to ashes.
I do, but it'll take 3 turns.
We're
I
not
just don't know.
top.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, how's that?
you have that time. Yeah.
Well, I'll do it.
Well,
Okay.
also,
It is a rouse check, though.
you need a new zombie, right?
I needed her to be alive for me to do it,
Yeah. You have to transfer like the weird.
which is why I can't do it because Freddy really showed how powerful she is.
Or we could just
Dario, I think you need to keep your frustration to yourself right now because I think all of us are a little bit on an edge.
Camilla, darling, I'm not frustrated.
Dario, darling.
Okay. But how mad will the sheriff
Do
be?
you
if
really want to play
he
this
has
game
this
right
dead girl?
now?
Boo, what were you saying?
How mad will the sheriff be if we have a dead body in our room when he gets here? Will that get us in trouble?
He won't be happy.
Yeah.
I'll just
so
pick her up and take her to the bathroom, and I'll just slam the door.
You walk in frustrated, angry, adding another corpse. And you walk in the bathroom and you see St. Michael. He just looks over at you. He's been put in a new clothes, like a suit, to cover the wounds. And he's a little fez hat on top of his head that you sent Donovan out for a couple days ago.
Don't you look very spiffy? I like that. Sit,
Just remain sitting.
hold, go.
Yeah, and he takes the body from you.
Lay back and tub. Going to pull the curtain, okay? No noise.
Okay.
You don't hear me. And I'm going to come out. He's going to wash his hands. And then he's going to come out.
So you're coming out and there's a knock on the door. Boo, you would hear a familiar voice of the sheriff. It's me.
I'll open the door.
Oh, hello. Boo, hi.
good evening.
Just sort of
Don't you
walks
look
in
nice,
and-
Mr. Sheriff?
Thank you, Dario. How's the investigation going?
It's rough.
A
I see that.
clusterfuck.
You're okay, though?
Well, someone tried to set us
Not.
on fire this morning, so as okay as we can be. Freddy's van got totaled. But we have these for you, and I'm just gonna kind of point. Is Terrence's head still backwards?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna be like, so they were at the crime scene with the 2 bodies in the graveyard. They were there when we got there, and they refused to let us investigate.
Highly suspicious, yes.
Quite suspicious.
Seems whatever you've done, you've made some enemies, which means you're probably on the right track.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want any more interference. I'm going to put a security detail on this hotel.
Thank you, Sheriff.
I will do what I can to smooth over things with the Mithraic cult. Not so worried about these 2 as much as their higher ups. We don't need another London on our hands here. Okay. Boo, do you need anything?
I'm gonna keep looking for River. They took my person, I guess. I'm highly suspicious it's Thin Bloods. I know they tend to run with the ministry crew right now, I guess. I know that.
I would investigate that sooner than later.
Yeah, and I know that there are La Sombras.
If any of my feelers come up with anything. You know we are stretched very thin right now, but I do have some people looking out for this. I will update you immediately.
I have other nurses with eyes open.
Good. You're being resourceful, as I knew you would be. Okay, I'll deal with this. And he goes and pretty easily lifts each body with one hand and puts both these bodies over his shoulders.
I'll
Where
open
will
the door.
where will you take them, Sheriff?
Out. And he and the corpses vanish.
I'll just open the door and stand with the door open for like a minute or two, and then I'll just close it.
Sheriff, if
You
they
open it, you wait a minute, you feel a peck on your cheek, and then you awkwardly, but then you kind of get hit with one of the bodies as maybe he's trying to shuffle through with these bodies at the door. And then you hear, oh, sorry. And then he's in the hallway and out.
I'll just close the door behind him and be like, anyway.
So, Camilla, my dear sweet child, are you all right? Because we're all so frustrated.
Yes, I think my mind is still my own, and I'm doing all right.
Good.
With this Donovan, would you like me to get a car ready to head to the Crook and Coil?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Please.
let's go then.
Can I make a phone call to the hospital to ask about when I can retrieve Edith?
Yeah, you can make a call heading the way down. She can be released. They would prefer to keep her, but they're fine releasing her too.
Quick question
Mhm.
to the SDN to Camilla. Camilla, do you want a heart?
Whose heart?
In the bathroom. I know the ministry has an affinity for them. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I mean, keep it, just in case we find out that she meant anything to them. I suspect she probably didn't, but you never know.
That's fine. All right, let's go.
Okay. So, wait, do you want to keep her there, or do you want to have her go somewhere? You could send a driver forward to take her somewhere. She could go back to the Hakata Haven, back to the hotel.
Could we request Hakata Ghoul like pick her up and take her back there for
Yes.
safekeeping?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can absolutely do that.
Cool.
So you set that up.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you guys are on your way to the Crook and Coil, unless there's anything else.
I'm gonna text Pearl. I had a rough night. There was a fire under my ass, literally.
Yeah. She responds, without me.
With what?
Without me.
He's just gonna put like a sad face.
Yeah. She sends a picture of herself, looking quite bored at a desk. You can sort of see in the background, she's at a table with like the other, you see the prince, you see the seneschal, you see all sorts of papers laid out. You could tell they're going over like police reports. You can see pictures from the latest murder. A lot of important things seems to be going on, and she's just sort of
All right.
sending you a flirty board picture.
Okay. I'll send one back. Just kind of like,
Yeah. And then you arrive. Crook and Coil, the alternative medicine shop that's sort of in a row of shops and buildings that are all connected, and a less affluent neighborhood. This one sticks out though, as a crook and coil has a bright red door.
Tacky.
How would you like to proceed?
Freddie, do you have Lena's number?
No, I sent the invitation out. I didn't text her.
Do we have
Is the door locked?
I thought you did have Lena's number.
Oh, do I? Maybe I
Say
do.
you do. Yeah.
Yeah, I have her number, obviously. No doubt about it.
Do you want to shoot her a text? Or do we want to go in quietly?
What should I text her?
I don't know.
Like,
That you're here.
While they're doing it,
Doors.
I'm just going to walk up to the door and just.
Looking a little dusty.
Did we ever talk about why she was doing the weird hoodoo voodoo stuff?
I think just to recruit. She didn't expect to see us, just like we didn't expect to see her. She thought we were Mila. So, or
No
Indigo.
answer at the door.
Is the door unlocked?
Try the handle. It is.
I'm just going to open the door.
Okay.
I can text that I'm here if we want.
If we want to, but we don't have to. Like,
So you open up to the crook and coil. Where inside is one completely empty. It's early in the evening, you would assume the shop would be open or whatnot, but it doesn't say it's closed, but there's no one here. But you could see there's a very sort of a generic sort of Moroccan-ish, Eastern medicine-ish, just sort of an appropriation of multiple cultures that make
He's just
some
going to
people
run
think
his
there's
finger across
mystical
something.
healing things and spirituality at the place. Lots of reds, lots of pillows, very dim lighting. The first room you walk into is there's a nice, like, smooth, interestingly shaped sort of, you would assume, a front like reception desk, but no one there. What'd you say you do? I'm sorry.
It's going to, like, whatever is around, I'm just going to run my finger over it for dust.
No dust.
All right.
I'll go ahead and type out a text to send and just say, taking you up on your offer to see the temple, because I remember her saying like we should come by. So I'll just say that we're doing that. Let's see if she responds.
Response. What do you guys do?
Sorry, because I don't know how necessarily this works. Can I like sense river or feel river at all in general?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Can I do an investigation to see if there's like another entrance, like a back?
Yeah, there's other rooms. Like, you can go. There's rooms extending on each side that if you want to go further into this.
Okay, if you're inside. I didn't know if like I went like around the back. There's a.
No, this is essentially just the front reception area that you're standing in. You sent your text, and if you want to go further in the building, you can do so.
Is there a bell?
Mhm.
The reception?
It's like a mini little gong thing, not like a hotel
Mhm.
bell.
Before you ring that, no, you're about to. Are there like some stupid ass bejeweled like letter openers anywhere, like fairly sharp looking?
Yeah. There's one, and there's some. It seems like someone was like halfway through going through some letters and stopped.
I'm gonna pick that up and like at first like very lightly carving like a snake type of shape on the front desk. But if you ring the bell and it takes longer, it'll be not so lightly.
Okay.
You ring the
We'll
bell.
start there.
You start slowly carving a snake
Just
into
break
the soft wood.
Dario's going to be rude while this is going off.
I would like to activate Vanish.
All right, give me a rouse check. Boo is out. Freddy, you get a text.
Woo!
It
Says,
says,
it's from Lena. Get
What
out
did
of
it
there
say?
now.
Let's go. Let's go. I start gesturing everybody to go. As I go, I want to just clock outside before I step out there, or before everyone follows me out, to see if there's a danger outside we're running into. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going. But I want to have that moment so we don't walk out into something.
Okay, yeah. So Freddy starts saying, "Go, go, go." You're just kind of confused, looking around. Are all of you? You glance outside. Give me wits investigation. The rest of you following?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay, I did eat. Okay, sorry.
Three successes. Quick glance outside. There's, I guess, a curtain you could pull back and look through one of the windows. Nothing. So you turn back and saying, telling everyone to go.
I
You
go
do
out.
see a shadow in the corner of one of the doorways leading deeper in move unnaturally, shift.
Okay.
Yeet.
Almost like a figure just like walked by the door.
Okay. Then I'm gonna send what's going on as I get everybody out.
Does everyone follow?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, everyone goes outside. You send that message, and you're just outside waiting. Eventually, you do get a response. Just as it's dangerous. Stay far from that place.
I look at everybody else.
What's wrong? What did she say?
He said get out of there. I thought maybe like we were about to be attacked immediately, but I don't know. I don't know if I trust her enough to avoid it. But if something was about to pop off like right there, I wanted to get us out so we could talk about it.
You're shaking. What else is going on?
I'm shaking. I'm not shaking.
Are you sure?
Yes. Are you
Our-
sure?
Our places of worship are very important, but so are all of our secrets. So
Yeah, it could be.
is there a way to get like in the alley, like for a back door or like a cellar door? Is there like anything else we can see?
There isn't, because it's like where the other behind it are almost like a different row of buildings. Like they just sort of connect. It's like a row house.
Yeah. But I didn't know if there was like an alley between the like two row houses or if they were just like a double block almost together.
Yeah, it's a double block.
Yeah. Okay.
There's nothing going on outside, right? Just
Nope, it's normal street. Occasional person walking around, but
Ask her.
although this row of shops is like all of them seem closed. Now you're looking at it, not even just this one. Like there's no one going in or out of any of these places.
I text back, dangerous to you, are you okay?
While she's doing this text back and forth, I still have that letter opener in my hand.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna walk up to the red door and just carve a big snake in the door.
Okay.
Freddie smiles as she watches Camilla do property damage.
You send the text. Camilla starts carving into the door. Give me a Dex Athletics.
Me?
I'll do it. No, this will be
Camilla.
Camilla. I'll have.
Okay, good. Do I get the sense that she's
You
in
wanna-
danger?
Yes. Hairs on her back and neck suddenly stick up.
Bones on the ground.
Can I blood search?
You don't get hungry. Four successes. You start carving this snake. The door flies open. You guys just see this a silhouette of shadow, vaguely humanoid shape, unstable along the edges. The door flies open and a hand flies out to grab Camilla, who quickly just pushes herself back, brandishing this letter opener before this clawed shadow hand grabs onto her, and the thing just sinks back into this almost unnatural darkness now looming in that room. It is very similar to the beast shards you saw at the club.
Well,
Oh no.
that's what she gets for fucking with thin bloods. I don't feel bad for her in the slightest.
One of many reasons I don't feel bad for her.
Yeah, I don't feel very bad for her. Did she text me back though? I want to get information.
2 words: beast shards.
So,
Yeah, okay.
Text her back 2 words, no shit.
Freddie,
lol spent.
I go to get between the beast shard and Camilla.
It went back into the building.
Mhm.
It's
Oh,
you don't even
it's
see
back
it
out.
anymore.
what the fuck was that?
Boo's gonna take a step back and look at the like all the buildings and how like none of them are open or lit up. I'd be like, man, I bet they have an infestation.
Oh no.
Nasty, nasty things.
How do we
Camilla,
come close?
Freddie, questions. How would you like to do some arson?
I haven't done arson in a long time.
Freddie, I'm sure, is super happy about it. But as we are highly connected and very visibly connected to the Camarilla, we might want to think about that before we burn down a city block.
I
I
see
didn't
where
s-
you're coming from, but the connection to the camera does not dissuade me. But
Freddie.
We
Freddie
could
just-
also
we know.
talk directly to the prince and tell him this or her this whole block is wrecked.
Dario,
Wait.
aren't you sitting weird pictures back and forth between Pearl and yourself?
What? Nothing was weird, but I sent to
I
her.
mean,
You've also got a ghost that could take care of that for you.
Oh, you do have a ghost.
if I shine my phone light, and I think I maybe tried this before. If I shine a light on it, does it go away, or does it just absorb the light? Okay.
You shine your light in, and you don't see anything. It just looks normal. Your light goes in, you see the reception area.
I mean, I could use my ghost, but then that would be the end of it.
Can't you just get another one? Technically.
Camilla,
speaking.
here's my son.
You were also told these things
And you-
are spirits in a way.
Yes.
Could you not
Oh.
bind all of them to you or something? I don't know.
Or
The
like,
whole reason the Thin Bloods were at our party was because they were trying to get Dario or the Hecata to help them deal with the beast shards because they're spirits / ghosties. So do you think Mother Anja or the Death Seer, Sayer, Soother
That's yeah.
because
could-
then
You bring up a very interesting point.
the ministry, I mean, they would owe you. They would owe the
Big time.
Hecata.
maybe they'll stop trying to frame us? You, them.
Well, you know, I don't have a problem with the ministry. They're good people. I don't mind the snakes. As much as Camilla thinks I don't. But no, never that. I can see ghosts, well, like spirits, How thin is this place?
You could do a ritual to check the shroud.
Yeah, I'll try that.
So yeah, go ahead and use Worthy Shroud Thins. It'll be a Resolve Oblivion check for you.
Trying to remember which part is that. Gift of False Life.
Yep.
There it is. Just click where the shroud thins. That's a rouse check.
Oh yeah, actually that's not a ceremony, it's regular, so that's Wits and Oblivion. So yeah, do the discipline roll and the rouse check.
I got a 5.
The shroud is almost non-existent here. There has been much death, and it's very easy for wraiths and specters and spirits to pass back and forth between the Shadowlands and here. And it's large. It's not even like you're sensing. It's not even focused on this building. That shroud has been torn, and the edges have almost frayed out, spreading, and it may continue that way because the death seems to be compounding rather than going away.
You'll see him.
You can feel not only are there beast shards here, you would assume they have killed many people in this area.
Mortals or thin blood?
Possible to tell with this.
Well, friends. Seems these people have been quite busy. Death is all around this place. Not going to lie. This does arouse me. But another night.
Freddie, you get another text. It just says, it's an address. She says, I would still like to talk. I would prefer if you came alone. The address is out of town, a couple hours out of town. The mountains.
Freddie, did you ever tell us that you recognized the lady that was dead, or did you ever say anything?
Yeah, I would have.
Where
I
did
don't
you
think
recognize her from?
I would have at least told Camilla, I think.
I would assume you would have filled them in when you hopped in the van to go to the,
Yeah.
And where did you recognize her from?
She was the girl that Panzer tried to drain.
Was feeding off of in the alley behind the Anarchy.
Related to someone who is now a part of ministry activity.
Yeah, so
what are you saying?
Could it be something involved with this situation is what's killing those people, those humans?
Or maybe the Thin Bloods are angry that Dario didn't help them? Or they are.
Not at all. Here's a thought. If the Thin Bloods are doing what they're doing when it comes to, what did you say the name of this drug was, Freddie?
Ash.
They've possibly been spreading it to other people, mortals and kindred alike. We may have uncovered a drug ring. Oh, this gets fascinating by the hour.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
No, I don't want you to blame this on drugs, because it's the individual who decides to use them.
It doesn't.
Their heart. That's the blame.
Blame the big symbols, but it's a start.
I have an inquiry. So this shroud veil thing is shredded and opened, and you can tell there's death everywhere.
Yes.
Didn't we just bring back one of the biggest death god things for the Hecata?
We did.
Is that a bit of a flag? Is that something they could help us with? Is this something that could possibly be a side effect of them coming back?
No.
Well, can they close the big old rip?
If you want to.
I mean, the less shards, the less McMurders, the less Maria is going to be trying to fight literally every other existing rival in this area.
He wants me to try to close the rift.
Or talk to the biggie that we brought back about closing it. Is it a one-person job? I don't know how your hoodoo works.
Udo, you make me sound like I'm a Samdi. I'm not a Samdi. Now, no. No, I don't do voodoo or hoodoo, so no. This is fun. What is Dario seeing currently right now?
You're just standing outside the shop and there's not much going on.
Because I can't like get any wraiths though, because I don't have a fetter.
Yeah.
So you, let's see how this works specifically. You can. Yeah, you need a fetter.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
Which you could go inside this place, maybe see something left behind. Then you're probably dealing with beast shards too. It's up to you.
I don't deal with no fucking beast shards. I actually like unliving. And all our avenues with the thin bloods have been closed because the little bastard got himself killed.
Also, could be a use of your ghost. You can send your wraith in to retrieve a fetter.
I could.
But it would be the last use of them.
It would be the last I see of Elahad. Fuck. And quite the conundrum.
Freddie, you would you would get a phone call at this point from Elena.
Hello?
Oh, sorry. It was in the middle of something. Are you there? Are you at the Coil and Crook?
Yeah, we're outside. We left when you said to get out.
Okay, good. It was like I said, things got pretty crazy there. We had to get out of there.
Yeah, it might be worse than you thought, but what happened?
It's out of control. Whatever those things are, we can't do anything about them. You should get to a safe spot. The place I sent you is it's safe.
It's far.
That's safe.
We might.
Some pretty crazy things are going on in Munich, from what I understand.
Yeah, but for this thing, we may be able to. There may be a solution to this one.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know how to do it, but I'm friends with Dario. He's Hakata. He knows Shadow and Death. So.
Okay.
I don't know details. I just know that might be something to pursue if this is to be fixed.
Okay, so you're staying there then?
Possibly. I don't know. It takes an hour for us to make a decision.
I would decide faster than that.
Oh?
Yeah, like I said, I don't think this city's safe anymore.
From who? What is
Did you see them? I told you, beast shards.
The beast shards in the whole city?
It got out of control fast. Also, word on the street is you've made some enemies.
Yeah. Do you know anything about that? We don't know who's targeting us or why.
Like I said, if you would come talk, I would tell you more. I'm not going to say any more over the phone. It's you. I know you've been with that crew for a while, but I would stay away from the Hakata. I would come just you, preferably.
Preferably, I wouldn't have to see the face of the man who killed my sire. And I hang up the phone.
Okay.
Buddy, what the fuck was that about?
Elena, she wanted me to come alone.
Where?
She sent me an address. It's a safe house or something. She thinks the city isn't safe because of the shards.
All right. All right. All right. Dara's going to turn around and walk away from the place.
Boo will also, because I've been standing there and like vanish, but I'll take like a couple steps. I'll take a couple steps away from the building. And I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna text Shard, the sheriff, and I'm gonna be like, when you get a chance, we need to talk face to face. There's a lot more going on than I realized. And I'll just hit send.
Checking your phone, one of your contacts has come through with something.
Yes.
A hit on the license plate.
Perfect.
It's a company car. Belongs to Stone Associates Trading.
I'll relay that message to the other group and see if they know something that I don't, or if it rings a bell for anyone.
Does it?
Send that to Oscar.
Yeah, isn't that Hot Pants?
No, that's Hiramisu.
You get a list of their board of directors, which does have Hiromitsu's, one of his aliases on it.
This is becoming unfortunate.
A drug ring set upon by possibly one of my own family.
You want to go visit Mom?
Absolutely.
And while the courier goes to tattle, that's where we will end this episode. Okay, things are going down. Things are heating up. Yeah, that's this episode. Kind of getting down to the end here. Get down to the end. Excited to see where things go. So tell the people who you are, where they can find you, starting with Dario.
Everybody, Joe, better known as DJ Torador / Nolafinger on Twitter. I have been playing the feisty, angry, freaky, always horny Dario Giovanni of Clan Hakata. I'm enjoying this so much. I got to kick a bitch in the ass, literally. So, follow me on my socials. If you know my face, you know me.
Boo.
Boo, playing Nosferatu, Clan Nosferatu. It's been a blast. This is my first experience with VTM. You can find me anywhere underneath the tag Nosferatu. Nothing big happening other than just photo shoots.
Freddie.
Hi, I'm Ms. Petty Dreadful. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ms. Petty Dreadful. Sometimes I post, maybe. And check out me playing games on TableGoth on YouTube and sometimes over here on Twitch.
And Camilla.
I'm Mandy Rose. I played Camilla this evening, and I can be found on TableGoth stuff, whether it be playing another annoying character, which that's usually what I like to do, or I'm doing tutorials, which is also another annoying character that I like to do. So
Honestly, yeah.
So you can find me.
Then there's me. Bully, never annoying, always professional. And this has been Styx and Bones. Thank you. Bye.